You are welcome to our channel. Keep liking, give us your thumbs up, make sure you share, and don't forget to subscribe. I am very well. Wike fires back at critics, drops hints about his son joining politics. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Wike, has denied rumors about his health, saying he is perfectly fine and full of energy. The former Rivers State governor has also responded to critics questioning his political appearances with his son, insisting that there is nothing wrong with his actions. In an interview with BBC Pidgin set on to air Saturday evening, Wike dismissed rumors that he had collapsed and traveled abroad for urgent medical attention. As I am talking to you, do I look like somebody that is sick? He said. Looking at me, you will think I'm above 30 years. I'm very well. What's wrong with that? Wike replied when asked if he was grooming his son for politics. Recently, Wike has been captured with his sons at several public events, both local and international, leading to criticism from some quarters. Meanwhile, in April, Wike was reported to have collapsed at a function in the presidential villa and flown abroad, but just days later, he appeared lively during a Salah visit to President Bola Tinubu. Well, those were the submissions of the current FCT minister, the person of Nyesom Wike. He has to fire back at his critics, and he has to also help everyone to understand whatever they want to say, let them say. Number one, they were talking about the fact that Wike is sick. The belief was that he collapsed in a function in Abuja and he was rushed abroad to be treated. But here is the man coming out to tell the whole world that he's very, very well. Well, can't rule out the fact that as at the time of his, delivering this speech, he's hale and healthy. That's the reality. Of course, nobody is saying anybody can be sick. It's possible that Wike really, really collapsed and then he was rushed abroad even to be treated. But whichever the situation, he's back on his feet and nobody can say that he has power over sickness or death or things like that. So if the man, in the other hand, on the other hand, if the man is truly sick, do we Nigerians like to make a lot of mountain out of molehill? It is human to sick, to fall sick. It's a natural occurrence. It is possible. By the time you overwork your body, your system might ask for rest. And if you don't give it to your body, it might collapse. Maybe that's the situation with Nyesom Wike. I'm not saying it's true because the man has rebuffed them and tell his critics that he's okay, he's hale and hearty, he's not sick. But then we can't rule out the fact that there is possibility of sickness, catching up with somebody with his level of achievement in life as a former governor, a former minister, now a minister. He has been in politics all his life. His career has been in politics. We can even call him a career politician because he started as a local government chairman and he moved and still he continued to remain in power since 1999, and the man has not collapsed and is aging because we can't rule out that fact that he's an adult and he's growing. So if peradventure such a thing happen, I don't know why people make a lot of noise and great fuss over what ought not to be. Why? It is human and it can happen. But I'm so impressed with the fact that he has answered them, that he's not sick. And it is his words against theirs. They cannot say he's sick. If they say he's sick, that he collapsed, let them bring, the evidence. Of course, this is a time, we are now in the social media era, that when Wike collapsed, he won't be the only one that was there. There are many people there with their phone. You can decide to video him and send it to the public for us to see a live evidence. But none of these people could pick on an evidence. They continue to come, dish out information based on ASAs and rumors. They say they hear, but they don't have the actual fact or even the evidence, even in their hand. And Wike is even being magnified by not suing some of these so-called, impromptu media people that have decided to continue to mislead the people, destroying the profession, journalism, and it's essential for us to speak to people that look, we are to do this job even with the best of our conscience. Don't, because you are looking for a sensational particular news, and then you begin to write what ought not to be. That is belittling the person and even injuring the profession, as it were. So Wike has denied the rumor about his health, saying he's perfectly fine and he's full of energy. And then that is why he has responded to his critics. During these public appearances, they also said the second thing now that is with his son. That I hope that he now answer them. Is there anything wrong for him to be with his son, in public? I don't know, because when people become like it were, maybe it's a celebrity, you can begin to run after them. But people that we call to come and work for the country, there's need for them to be given their privacy, because being a minister alone has taken him away from home, from being a good father. So if he's making out time to be with his own children, even while he's performing his duty as the FCT minister, I don't think there is anything wrong in it. And number three, if he has decided to take his son and bring him into politics, there's nothing wrong with it. If the boy is of age and he also show interest in politics, why not? If his father has influence, he should be able to also help his son, even to leverage even over his own influence and his capabilities. So we don't see anything that is wrong in that. And if Wike is bringing his son into politics, he is welcome. That son is a Nigerian, and we should expect that. But then we will not be happy with the fact that they begin to rubber stamp people upon the people of Nigeria, trying to turn the elective position to a particular family issue, and making it a family thing. Trying to turn yourself to a lord or a king, bringing your own words of blood in line to come and take over certain position. No, it's not supposed to be so. If the case you have such an ambition, you should jettison it right now, because before Nigerians, that is dead on arrival. That is very, very important. Of course, if the young man want to be a politician, why not? The father is, the onus lie on the father, even to make sure that that boy gets that. He's, saddled with the responsibility of making sure that the vision of his own children, they come to fruition and reality. But if he decide to listen to critics, he might be denying Nigeria of a calculative, respected politicians tomorrow. So we should keep it up. Keep liking our channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. Thank you.